Well, hello, you trader nerds. You'd rarely even know if we had a big drop down day compared to what happened on Monday compared to yesterday and today, where the market is back up, volatility's down, everything's doing just fine. And really, if I had been Rip Van Winkle, what's the guy that went to sleep for so many years? Rumpelstiltskin, whatever his name was, Rip Van Winkle, whatever he was, the guy that took a nap, you'd probably be just fine. And rather than doing what I did is in puke positions. My name is Bobby. Hi, Bobby. How you doing? I'm good. How y'all doing? And I'm a trouble trader. Hi, Bobby. Welcome to the 12 Step Program. Okay, good to be here. And listen, here's the thing, too, y'all. I got to tell you that yesterday was a horrible day for me, too. Let me tell you what I did. The day before, I took off all my short puts, right? But I left my long ones on because I was certain that there was going to be another aftershock in the overnight market, and there was not, and the market was up. So I lost even more money by having that on. I took a gamble, and I should have went to cash. I should have preserved my money, but no. What did I do? I left my positions open, all of those hedges and all of that were already blown up, and as volatility came out of those, it just compounded the losses. So the good thing is none of my accounts are blown up. That's the good thing is everything is positive. And I didn't have margin calls, didn't have anything like that. So it's just uh, the question that Matt Jollywally posed this morning, I think is really good. Bobby, having gone through what we went through Monday, how do we get back on the saddle, so to speak? Yeah, because we got to get back up on the horse, y'all. And here's what I did. Okay. Now I'm going to take ridicule from this, and I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Here's how I reset. Okay. It's amazing what I did to reset. Here's what I did. I took my little account. Watch what I did. And I started me a new little thing. I even called it reset. This is very good. Very good. So what I did is I said, you know what? Listen, I'm not going to watch that loss. I lost the money. I'm not going to lose the lesson. But at the same time, I don't want to stare at it every day and go, oh my God, I was down $40,000 or $50,000 or whatever it was per account. I don't want to look at it. I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start me a fresh spreadsheet. Now, I didn't just delete the old spreadsheet. I still got it. I still got it to look at it, to go learn from it. But I started over. I said, I'm just going to start over. I'm going to reset. I'm going to reset. It's kind of like when you're playing a video game and you get to respawn. I'm respawning. I lost the money. I know I lost it. I showed you I lost it. I even told you I lost even more because I left my hedges on, and then volatility got crushed, and so it went down even farther. So I am the worst trader on the planet. I ain't as bad. I used to say I'm not as bad as I used to be, but maybe I am. Maybe I still suck. Maybe I'm still the suckiest trader on the planet. But at least I'm out here and I show you everything. So this little account now has $76,000. Bobby, how much did that account set? I ain't even thinking about it. I ain't even going to think about it. Don't want to think about it. Not going to think about it. This is what I have today. Now, I have thought a lot about what I want to do going forward. I, listen to me, will never. That's good, Stacy. Yeah, just start over. Matt Jolly is all in cash with the exception of Bill. Okay, that's good. So just everybody take a deep breath. So now what I've done is I've basically closed out all my positions. I puked them. I puked them. Now, for those of you that did nothing, you're probably just you're golden, right? Because the market's come back up, volatility went down. But at the time, remember, I had accounts that were negative $20,000 in net leg. That's what it was showing. I was like, I was going to owe Tasty Trade $20,000, y'all. Not just losing the money, but so I closed positions. Then I thought, oh man, this thing is going to rock again the next night. It didn't. I left all my hedges on, and then I got sucked in again with the vol crush. It just killed me again. So I'm not going to focus on what I had. I'm going to focus on what I have. Let me say that again. Yeah, you're right, Stacey. I really don't find it helpful to look at the specifics of the carnage. It was carnage. In the words of the great Toby Keith, yes, John D., I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. Now, here's the thing. So here's what I've said. is I'm going to restart. Now, I talked to Mike this morning and I said, Mike, you made $200,000 in a day on your account. How big was your account? That was something I didn't ask him the other day. His account was $300,000 and he made $200,000. So he didn't quite double it, but he was close there, right? And so I think that within the remainder of this year, we're going to get an opportunity to do the same thing that just happened the other day. I think we're going to get that opportunity. Now, there's two schools of thought for those of you who want to go forward with the 111-112. I personally have not decided if I'm going to continue with the 111 or 112, but if I do, I am going to be hedged to the downside to know what my maximum loss is, and I'm either going to be comfortable with that loss, or I'm going to make sure that I am hedged fully so that there's basically a break even in the event of a big vol spike like we had the other day. I want to make sure that I survive that. Or school door number two is I'm just going to focus on building hedges and take advantage of the next drop in the market. That's what I'm thinking that I'm going to do is focus on the hedges. Now, so if you want to focus on the 111s, 112s, I think we got to pare them down, y'all. We can't do them and run them like we were running before. Okay. I think it's just too much risk based on that Bombergaden scenario that happened on Monday. I just don't want to be there because remember, I was calling my broker and they're like, no orders are going through right now. Sorry, we can't close your orders. You can't close your orders. And I was basically at the whim of the market. Had the market continued to go down, God only knows what overdrawn the account might have been. Thank God, even though it's not a ton positive, it is positive. So we're out of it. And listen, I'm the first one to tell you, I made tons of mistakes during the trading session of the last 2 days. Tons of mistakes. I puked positions. I closed positions. Well, I didn't necessarily go against the trading plan because the trading plan says I had a circuit breaker. And I basically implemented the circuit breaker, but I probably implemented it at the worst possible time. Have you ever thought about keeping strategy as is, but adding hedge campaign and VIX options? We've done VIX options before. They're fine. I don't think I want to go back to the VIX hedge though. I don't think so. I think, so yeah, I think that we can leave the strategy as is. We don't have to change the trading plan at all, other than know what the analysis tool says. So here's what I did in this account, and let's just update this account. It's still good to update it, I guess. 8724. It was 76,499 yesterday. Probably going to be down today because I did a debit spread. What I did yesterday, and I just want everybody to see, is I did a BSH1. I did 12 and 20. I did 73 days. Now, some of you have been saying, okay, I want to start another hedge, but I can't do it because at 120 days, they don't have 50 wide point strikes. That's fine. I had to go into 73 days to find, what is this here? Enter 4. This should have been 8, 24. That's weird. 8, 6, 24. 8, 6, 24. There we go. So we entered a 12.20, right? That's the only trade that I've got on now. Now, here's where we're going to spend a lot of time in the future. Let's see, this thing went down to, let's see if where's my things at? Where is all my stuff? Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. So we are at, let's see today. We're down, we're up $12.90 on all the accounts, but it's down $403. Let's look at that. So we are, let's see. we can find out what that account is. So if you want to still do the 111s and 112s, do them. If you just want to focus on the hedge, just focus on the hedge. Either one's going to be fine. Let me log in here. And let me take this off, and let me take accounts off and enable privacy mode. And then we are at 76,901.64. 76,901.64. 76,901. Wow, I am up from yesterday. $402.33. Rico, do you remember how to play the
Well, we're moving on now. Moving on up to the side. To a deluxe apartment in the sky.
Okay, I almost Rico was looking at me like, what the hell? You actually want me to play this? I'm like, yeah. Rico, go ahead and play it. So Rico played the little song there, but we're up $402.33 from when I put it on yesterday. So that's good. Greeks and ratios. So let's look at these. And our Greeks and ratios in this account is -21, -70. -21, -70. And VIX is at 24 still. And our buying power is, now I do have Bill. I do have Bill. So let's see, positions, count requirement. We are at 3,225. 3,225 is on my buying power. 3,225. Okay, so we're using 4% of our buying power. So that's fine. Now remember, what we're going to do is try to build this thing up. Now here's where we're going to go every day and look at, okay? We want to make sure, yeah, Rico, he's still got the enthusiasm, all right. All right, so here's what we want to look at. We want to look at cap requirement. We want to look at risk analysis, and we want to look at what our protection is in the event of, God, y'all, if we went up 40 points from 24 to 65, which is about what we did, and the market was down, what, 4%, we'd be up $19,000 on our hedge. If this thing went up to say 50%, 50 points, and the VIX goes up to like say 74, then on the down move, we would be up $53,000. Okay. Now, and here's the thing. I think, now this is me thinking, that we are going to get another opportunity for this to happen. So I'm still thinking that we're still having lots of profits to occur. Now, if you want the new trading plan, I will try to upload this. Now, you can go by the old trading plan, or you can go by the new trading plan. The new trading plan, and some of you are going to keep the old trading plan, that's fine. But the new trading plan is one which I just did today, and I changed one thing on it. Basically, the thing is, the components are the Sweet Bobby hedge and naked puts, if you want to do naked puts. Now, see, here's the cool thing. You sit there and say, oh, man, Bobby, how am I going to make income? Well, we're going to make income when the market goes down significantly, but we can also sell puts. So I wanted to show you this. What's this? Let's say that you wanted to say, oh, man, I've got this kind of hedge to the downside. Well, that's too much. So what you could do is you could go in and say, hey, I'm going to sell me a put. You say, I'm going to go ES, I'm going to trade, I'm going to get me about a 60-day put. Let's go to that 58 days, go down to about a 10 delta. Sell me a little put here. If you wanted to generate income against your hedges, here's what I wanted to show you about that I'll never be caught again. So let's say that you did this trade here, right? You bring in $1,488. That's your extrinsic value, $29.75. Bring you in some nice premium, right? Then you could go back and say, well, hold on a second. Let's see what that looks like. So then you can go over here and go add order legs. See that plus order legs? Now remember, this was $53,000 to the downside. Now you could say, hey, wait a minute. Does everybody see what we're talking about? You can sell a put and still have your insurance. You can, so let me say it again. You can sell your naked put and still have your insurance. Hope everybody's with me on that. So we're not done selling premium, or you could do the 111, type in the 111 and act like you're doing the naked put. But at least you go, hey, wait a minute. If we go down 4% like we did the other day, and volatility goes from 24 to 60 to 74, or goes to what, 40, 64 here, I am going to be up $5,955. If it goes down 20%, I'm going to be up $9,747. So could I sell two puts? No. Everybody with me? No. Unless you go, hey, but wasn't your experience you couldn't close trades with MES when shit hit the fan? Exactly. So that's why I would prefer to stay in ES. What did I do? This is ES, right? Yeah. I would prefer in ES. So all this is in ES. So this way you can see if you can sell a put or not. Can I sell a put? Yeah. Can I sell two? No. Unless you're comfortable losing $7,000. What do you mean, DB? That's if you close all positions. If it drops here and you make that much, yeah, you would close them there. Yeah. So does everybody see how we're going to reset going forward? I want you to start your spreadsheet over. If you've got existing trades on, leave them in the spreadsheet if you left your trades on. But I want you to start over on your net lit. Let's just start over. Don't forget the losses that we had. They were painful. God, did it hurt. Oh my God. And even yesterday I had big losses because I left my hedges on thinking that we were going to get an overnight drop again and that I would take advantage of that. And I took the risk and had other big losses. That's fine. That's fine. But I'm going to get it back. I am going to get it back. So you can take this off by hitting remove order legs. And I guess we got to well, that should be more. Let's see. Anyway, y'all get the gist of it. All right. So the new trading plan. Oh, by the way, the new trading plan that I did today compared to the one yesterday, only thing that I changed was this. Only thing I changed was this. Here. If this sentence here, if the 120 DTE does not have 50-point wide strikes, permission is granted to select a closer dated expiration. How much did it cost me to do that in ES? You're talking about the 3.5, Matt Jollywally? It's going to cost you about $1,100-$1,200. You do not have to have the trade on first, John. Let me show you how to get there again. You sit there, all you got to do is have the trades fired up here, right? And then you go to positions, you go to cap requirement, you go to cap requirement here and make sure you get your check next to ES, then go to risk analysis, change this to points, change this to however much you want IV to go up to. Well, it went yesterday up from 20 to 65, so we'd have a little drop of about 40 points. Change this from percentage to points. And then if you want to add the order leg, hit order leg. There we go. Questions? Y'all, let's lose the money. Let's not lose the lesson. Oh man, I should have went to totally to cash, but I lost a lot more because I left those hedges on and volatility got sucked out of them, and things happen. At least they're all positive. Some aren't positive by much, but they're positive. All right, guys, good session. We're going to get it back. You can do the 1220 as diagonals. You certainly could. I did the 1220, Matt. Yes, I did the 1220. You could do them as diagonals. I chose not to. I chose just to bite the bullet and pay the debit for it, but you certainly can do it diagonally. All right, guys. Good session. Appreciate you all. I will see everybody tomorrow. It's a great reset. Lose the money, don't lose the lesson.